Hey, help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also, hit that like button to subscribe if you want more Cavs-focused content.
Should the Cavs trade for LeBron James is a hot topic question. Anytime LeBron James is available, people gonna ask about if the Cavs should go out again, right? That is what we have dealt with since LeBron has been an active player. It's always an option. I like to put it like this. The Cavs are kind of like LeBron James's baby mama, right? Like, at the end of the day, LeBron got kids with Cleveland. And there is always going to be a connection with LeBron in Cleveland. Like when Miami, he was having fun, right? LA, that's for business, right? But you had your children with Cleveland, not literally, but metaphorically. His career will always be connected with Cleveland, whether he is in an active relationship with the city of Cleveland or with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He understands this. The city of Cleveland understands this. And much like most baby mama situations I've ever heard of people being a part of, these things get complicated on both sides, right? I bet LeBron has some complicated feelings about the Cleveland Cavaliers organization versus the fans of Cleveland. And I bet fans of Cleveland have a complicated relationship with LeBron James. Like on one hand, you want to be successful without LeBron to prove something about the organization that it's bigger than LeBron James. But on the other hand, until you do, you're not bigger than LeBron James. Like everything super notable, not everything entirely, but the most notable Cleveland Cavalier moments are LeBron James moments, right? A lot of people are Cavs fans because of LeBron James. So whenever LeBron's available, we're going to ask the question of if it makes sense for LeBron to return. I think also looking at the fact that this is the end of LeBron's career, and knowing that LeBron is somebody who cares about narrative, knowing that LeBron is somebody who cares about legacy, knowing that LeBron is somebody who cares, most importantly, about the optics, right? Like, and I'm not saying this to be negative about LeBron. I know people are going to hear this and be like, oh, you don't think LeBron is genuine. I think LeBron can be genuine, but also LeBron also factors into stuff. Like it's obvious. LeBron is a business in himself. He is an enterprise in himself, and any enterprise is going to consider all of these things when making a decision like LeBron could potentially make with the Lakers, because it doesn't seem like he's happy with the Lakers. Seems like he might be available. Seems like he might be able to go trade for him. Now, I will put this caveat in. It seemed like every other offseason LeBron is available, but he's not really available for reasons that we're about to discuss in this video. But I understand the appeal there, right? If you're a Cavs fan, you just watch this team have its third exit that you feel like, I would say 2 out of 3 of them you felt came short, right? I think the exit in 2024 to Boston or 2023 to Boston, I think we all expected that. But the exit to New York certainly was surprising, and the exit to the Pacers certainly was surprising, in my opinion at least. So you're looking back at that and you're saying, this stuff would have never happened with LeBron. And that's true, right? Like LeBron in his prime, he was so great that none of this shit ever mattered. Right? The other team shooting 50% from 3, it doesn't matter. We got Bron, right? And that is the beauty of having one of the best players of all time in your team's jersey in their prime. And I think a lot of people, because we've seen LeBron deliver so many times in adverse situations in Cleveland especially, want that comfort that LeBron James in 23 is going to offer you. And you're willing to give up anything for that, right? And I understand that. I also have to point out that LeBron is not that guy anymore, right? And he's pretty consistently not been that guy, despite being really good for a long while, right? Another part of why people want LeBron is that he is the archetype of the type of player that you absolutely have no doubt you can win a championship with. The 6'8", he's LeBron. He is the archetype. Why am I talking about this like LeBron field? He created this archetype, right? Every single player we go, no, you can win a championship with that guy. It's because they have some kind of physical proximity to LeBron, right? And again, the Cavs right now are not built in a way where they have anybody who's in the physical proximity of LeBron that's at the top of their roster. Darius Garland is way too short. Donovan Mitchell is not the biggest guy in the world. Evan Mobley isn't there yet in the fourth quarter. We don't have a LeBron on this team or somebody who makes you feel like you got something close to LeBron on this team. So I understand why people want LeBron on this team. That being said, the truth is, the version of LeBron you will be getting if you traded for him is simply not that guy anymore, right? I understand the emotional appeal to bringing back a player who is, the most legendary player to ever play for your franchise and having that guy retire with your team. And maybe if the Cavs were a worse basketball team, I'd be all for it. If the Cavs were like scheduled to be like a 45-win team or like maybe on a good year get to 50-win teams, I would say screw it, get LeBron, let's see what can happen. But the Cavs are like a 60-win team, man. Like they can't just blow it up to get 1 year of LeBron, right? Like that doesn't seem smart. I wouldn't want to like know what that looks like in like 3 years because LeBron's 40 years old. He's probably not going to play after this season. He has made multiple posts that make you feel like he's going to retire sooner than later. And has said multiple things that make you feel like he's going to retire sooner than later. But let's see. LeBron's first year in LA, I thought he was pretty much similar to what he was in Cleveland. But if you look at like these last 2 years where he's really tried to push playing as much as possible, he hasn't been the same guy. Now, he's still very good, but he hasn't been the same guy. And you can kind of see it in how far he could take the Lakers in the playoffs, right? Like he's not the domineering force in postseason conversations he was in like 2018. And it's because LeBron is 40 now. That's no shot on his legacy. It's just LeBron's 40. And that plays a massive role in how well you can hold up by the end of the season. Like think about what LeBron did this year. And like his body broke down at the end of the season, but he played like 70 games plus like was the best player and highest minute getter on the Olympics. So like basically had like a 10-month season. And he's putting that kind of wear and tear onto his body. And he's already 40. And if he were 30, I wouldn't care. When he was 30, it was 2014. We're in 2025. He's well over 30, right? So I get it. I understand why people want this to happen. And if you can promise me that for 1 year you would get 2018 LeBron James on this team, I would trade anybody in the world to get that version of him. But what I saw with LeBron in the playoffs was a dude who can't make it happen in the way that he used to make it happen. And honestly, seeing that version of LeBron in a Cavs jersey, like imagine a LeBron that can't get out the East in Cleveland. Like not young LeBron, because he had like the best player around him was like Zydrunas Ilgauskas and Drew Gooden. But like LeBron, and we know him, right? The legend, the phenom. And he can't get out the East. That's going to be sad. And now look, you probably could get out the East with LeBron, but I think you can get out the East with what the Cavs have right now. It's a question of would you feel better about it? I don't know. I'm not super gung-ho about trading for LeBron at this point in his career. I am just happy we got the championship with LeBron and the 11 years from him and all the moments that we have. But if you're asking me if I need more of LeBron in Cleveland, I don't know, man. Like, but trading for LeBron also, there's a whole nother aspect of it that I think a lot of people really don't want to deal with as LeBron gets older and older and less effective in the playoffs. You got to deal with the LeBron enterprise of it all, which is like you got to be in business with Rich Paul, and you got to make these kind of deals to make this happen in Clutch Sports and all of this stuff happy. And then you got to kind of like do the LeBron GM moves, which are pretty smart in the short term, but the GM moves in the long term have notoriously been awful for Cleveland. Like, almost every GM move that he has pulled, pretty good in the short term, handicapped us in the long term. And the Cavs have dealt with this more than anybody has with LeBron James. We have more experience with this than anybody. So I actually get to go through a third run of this when he is 40 years old, and the odds that he's able to bring you a championship are more sentimental than realistic. I just rather would feel good about LeBron and how things ended in Cleveland this last run than like run it back. Like, I don't feel like there's anything to run back with LeBron. Like, he got the greatest championship of all time. He won that title in 2016. He had the 2018 run. And people will forever think of him as a Cleveland Cavalier. So, like, what we need the extra LeBron run for other than, like, oh, it would be nice if he retired in Cleveland. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think I care that much where these players retire. Like, Hakeem Olajuwon didn't retire with the Rockets. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, Shaq didn't retire with the Lakers. I don't care. Does that affect how you think of Shaq? Patrick Ewing retired on the Magic. I don't care. I think of him as a Knick, right? Like, it's already, LeBron could retire with the Memphis Grizzlies. I would not care because it's like, okay, nobody's going to remember that. Michael Jordan retired with the Wizards. And as much as people are bothered by that and the symmetry, like, does it really matter? Did it really affect how you think of Michael Jordan? It didn't for me. Like, I don't care. Like, we don't know. The only Jordan, like, it just, let me slow myself down. I don't care about where he retires. I understand it'd be nice if it could be in Cleveland. He could retire in L.A. I ain't tripping, man. Like, I ain't tripping. I'm not willing to sacrifice a team that won 60 games just to get the LeBron farewell tour in Cleveland. Like, I don't know about that because, like, that's what you're getting. This is not the LeBron that can carry a team to the finals and win it against the Thunder. This is a LeBron that has consistently been eliminated early in the playoffs, coming off a first-round exit. That's what you're getting. I don't know if I'm trying to see that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know that there's gonna be people in the comment section gonna call me stupid or say that I'm not wanting to win a championship, but I don't think LeBron at 41 years old is helping you win a championship because LeBron ain't won nobody a championship since 2020. That was half a decade ago. Like, this is not, you can't convince me this is a true win now move. It feels more like a sentimental push than anything, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think the Cavs are even going to remotely consider this, considering LeBron is, $50 million a year? So you would have to trade an ungodly amount of players to be able to make this happen, right? Well, I think the proposal I saw was Darius, DeAndre Hunter, and who else was involved? There was a third name involved in that. But it was like Darius, DeAndre Hunter, and Jared Allen. And it's like, yeah, Darius, DeAndre Hunter, and Jared Allen. I understand why some people would be like, oh, yeah, I'd be all for that because people don't think very highly of Jared or DeAndre. I mean, not DeAndre, Jared or Darius Garland. And you're getting LeBron, so you don't need the wing in DeAndre Hunter. But, like, think about that. That's 3 key role players that you're losing for LeBron James at 40 years old. And, like, you really think you're going to replace all that? And then you got Donovan Mitchell, Lonzo Ball. Like, this could get really mediocre really quickly. And then what happens when LeBron leaves? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. Y'all have a great day. Have a better night. Peace.